tactics can be very efficient in the end game as well, without queens. And this is such a case. Fischer has just played rook h1, creating vis-a-vis of rooks in the h file, rook h8 and rook to rook h1. And in this position, black just should have gone king d7, connecting rooks with an absolutely fine position. But instead, he went bishop to d8, attacking this knight on h4. And here, Fischer got the advantage. How would you continue with white? Knight f5. Knight f5 exploits the fact that this rook on h8 is unprotected. Black has to react. He can't capture the knight on f5. And after rook takes on h1, white has the intermediate move, knight d6 check, king f8, rook h1 with a clear advantage. Knight f5, very good. After rook takes h1, this rook was unprotected, so black had to react. White has the intermediate move, knight d6 check, king f8, rook takes h1, and now see this knight was on h4, and now it went to f5, and now it went to d6, everything with tempo. And this, of course, has improved white's position incredibly. So in this position, he's already clearly better. Black went at b5, and now white started his advance on the king side, f4, king g8, f5, knight f8. And okay, white has a space advantage, huge space advantage, pawns on e5 and f5, and pretty knight on d6, but still he needs a forceful continuation here. And I always like it if in the endgame, that is without queens, one side can play for a mate attack, and this is what Fischer did here. How would you continue as white? e6. That's the way Fischer played, and that's very strong. White clears the square e5 for the bishop. And after capturing on e6, bishop e5, black is just lost. The threat is rook h8, mate attack without queens. And after knight h7, now white simply captures on g6. The knight must block the diagonal to h8, and here white can win with either g5 or also with, say, knight to e8. Maybe this is even a bit nicer, knight e8, both winning this knight on f6 and the game. You've seen that, very good. e6. Excellent. Now the square e5 is cleared for the bishop. As we have seen, bishop e5 is threatened with mate coming on h8. So black prevented that move, bishop e5, and after e6 he played f6. But of course he might as well have resigned here, because now white has a protected pass pawn on e6. Strong pawn chain, and still this brilliant knight on d6. So this is completely hopeless. There came knight f7, and yeah, I just wanted to point out that this knight route, this knight went from h4 to f5 to d6 to f7 in just a couple of moves, and after that maneuver, black's position collapsed. You've seen that. Very good.